Have you ever wondered why?
When?
How much?
What if?
Well, you're in luck, because you're listening to the Hypotheticast.
3 best buds.
On a mission.
To ask all the questions?
And get all the answers.
I was born with both guns blazing, and I do think I'm amazing. You got the dignity to feel a little about yourself. I don't care what your preacher says. I got my own vicious ways. Only got one commandment and it goes, I'm killing it. I'm killing it. I'm killing it. I was born at a different time.
What if we do a soft one?
How are you guys? Should we do an ASMR episode?
No.
Ew, I actually hate ASMR.
You hate it.
I don't, whenever I like accidentally stumble across it and they're like doing the little whisper, I'm like, ew, get out of my ear. Ew.
How do you stumble across it?
Like TikTok.
It's like on,
okay.
it'll
TikTok
show up
is a
on
good example.
YouTube
Yeah,
or Instagram.
Yeah.
But I
Instagram.
feel like, I think I first learned about it, I think it was on like Radio Lab. And I feel like it really is only for certain people it resonates a lot more with. It's not
but
for
I also
everybody.
like, I can understand, like, I like clicky keyboard.
Yeah.
Like there are certain sounds.
Rain.
I love a
Frogs.
soap carving video, a soap cutting video. Have you ever watched those bars of soap?
I guess I
those
never
are
thought of
nice.
That's
that.
pretty
That
good.
is
Kinetic
nice.
sand. Love those
Yep.
kinetic sand videos. But like a person whispering, no.
For me, it's like when someone is trying to walk across a puddle that they think is shallow, but then they step in it and they fall all the way in because it was really
That
deep.
triggers your ASMR.
Yeah, that really helps me relax.
That's really good.
Love watching those.
So you're on deep puddle talk
Yeah,
on TikTok.
Oh, yeah, I love that. I think for me,
So
it's when
good.
somebody is standing in the path of something that's falling, but they're able to align themselves directly with a hole in the thing that's falling, so it falls right around them and they're fine.
Yep, classic
triggers
Steamboat
my
Bill Jr.
ASMR.
So
Yeah.
relaxing.
So
Buster Keaton was the
relaxing.
original TikTok star.
He was.
You would have actually been amazing at
He
TikTok.
did.
Let's be
He
honest.
was on a clock once.
I
TikTok.
actually think that would be an amazing. That was Harold Lloyd. I actually think
You're right.
that would be an amazing. This is given all the stupid TikTok challenges that are out there. I feel like that actually
Like,
would
get
be,
something
that would
to
be a
fall on you.
very
Yeah, that'd be
dangerous
good.
one.
Yeah.
But some of them are dangerous. So I actually would be
kinda
surprised
cool.
if that
Yeah.
caught on as being like something's falling
Let's
and you try
replace
to like.
dry scooping with like clock falling. Like, let's do that. By the way, my name's David.
Oh, hi, David. I'm Emily.
Hi.
Hey, Emily and David. My name is Mike.
And we're all on TikTok all dang day.
Oh,
That's all we do.
I'm
That's all we
not
do
on
anymore.
TikTok.
What are we doing,
Cool.
David? It's not TikTok.
What's happening?
We're going to play a game called TikTok where we all find our favorite one and we play it through the
We find
microphone
our favorite
for
clock
you.
and
yeah.
Put a phone up to the microphone.
Yeah, it's good. You like it. We're going to play a game called Romantic Dramedy.
Yay.
And we all know what that stands for, right?
Yes, but tell it to us anyway because we love it.
Okay.
Wait, that's an acronym?
Romantic
It is.
Dramedy.
Oh, of course it is.
Stands for rather odd matches and non-traditional instances of coupling described really aggressively, majestically, ethically, and dramatically. Yes.
Mike is crying.
Mike is
Yeah, I am.
shedding tears.
I'm really
Crocodile tears.
Crocodile.
Do alligators have tears too, or is it just
No,
cry? Is that how you
alligators
know?
can't cry
That's
or
how
they'll
you
die.
know. They can't cry or they'll die. So is the rhyme about that, is it crocodile can't cry, will die, and the alligator is will cry, will
Never.
fly?
No, it's just no crocodile, no cry.
No cry. It's like Bob Marley.
Yeah, that was the original
Yeah,
version.
perfect. Well, we're going to play that game. And this game is about taking some unlikely protagonists and smushing them together in a romantic comedy of sorts.
Smooching them together.
And probably smooching them together, maybe. I don't think we've made any that don't smooch.
I think we did do some platonic ones.
Some just like they are just buds.
I don't know.
And I
I
think
feel
that's
like
Or
I
they
remember that
couldn't smooch
happening.
because one of them was like,
Was like a ball
an
of
AI
energy.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, they can't always smooch. And that's probably fine. That's what makes this game fun. What we're going to do is make some little stories for you based on some random generators that we found on seventhsanctum.com. Big shout out to them for all their kooky content. So, Emily, I want you to pick between an extreme fantasy name and a straight up monster name. And I'm going to give you 3 options in both of those categories. So which pool you want me to pull from?
Let's do extreme fantasy.
Extreme fantasy names.
Sounds like a shop I'd see on the side of the road in Wisconsin.
Yeah, adult. Your options are, this one sounds like a shop you'd see on the side of a road in Wisconsin. Stiletto Bedlam.
That's a name category?
Yes.
No. These are the extreme fantasy names.
Oh, these are the
Emily
names.
could be named.
Oh, I thought you were giving me categories.
No. So, Emily, you could be named Stiletto Bedlam, King Cult, or Radical Gust.
Oh, wow.
What do you think?
It's a tough one, but I'm going to go with Stiletto Bedlam.
Stiletto Bedlam has a good ring to it.
That's a great name.
It's a really good name. It's very extreme and fantasy. Mike.
Hi.
Do you want a humorous monster name or a weird name?
Humorous.
Oh, you want the jokes. All right. Your 3 options are Time Mouse, Insanity Manatee, or Milk Elemental.
Time Mouse.
Time Mouse.
Because Milk Elemental is hard to say, and Insanity Manatee sounds like it's insensitive to mental illness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that word
Even though I do like that it rhymes.
It's a good rhyme.
Like it would have been a Nickelodeon cartoon in the 90s.
Yeah, it absolutely would have been. And now we'd be like, maybe we shouldn't call it that.
Yeah, maybe we should retire
Even though the
that.
rhyme is good, maybe we shouldn't call it that. All right, Time Mouse. All right, Stiletto Bedlam.
Oof.
I feel like sometimes we come up with a pair and then we go, oh yeah, okay, we see the path. I am in the middle of the night with no night vision at all right now. I see no path. So
okay, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Stiletto Bedlam
Let's
first.
introduce ourselves.
She's an animated cat that does burlesque.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And she lives in an apartment in this old, tall brick building in an unnamed major city.
It's unnamed.
It's unnamed.
And it's like one of those apartments that's like cool but also kind of like junky, and you can't tell if it's like run down and gross or if it's like hip and lived in.
Ooh, yeah,
and edgy.
like a brownstone.
Yeah, she has like some neon lights on the wall and like some like weird stuff drawn and painted on the walls, and lots of plants, and some of them are dead. So Stiletto Bedlam is her burlesque name, but also she has just made it her legal name now.
Oh, cool.
She's got an ass that doesn't quit.
Is Stiletto Bedlam a fantasy character?
Yes.
Oh.
And she is actually from another planet and has the ability to slow down time.
Oh, uh-oh.
But no one in her life knows that about her, except for her one connection who lives in town, and she sometimes works with on certain undercover projects.
Wow.
So there's Stiletto Bedlam.
I have
for
one follow-up question. It's okay if we don't know the answer yet. Is Stiletto Bedlam the only cat that lives in this city in their own apartment?
In this animated city.
There's
in
lots of
this animated
okay.
city.
Yeah.
People are animals.
People are animals. It's like
are animals
like
people?
Tuca and Birdie or BoJack Horseman kind of vibe.
No. Animals are animals and people are animals.
It's like Pokemon, where like sometimes you catch them and other times you eat them.
Mickey Mouse has a friend who's a dog and a dog who's a dog.
And a dog who's a dog.
Okay.
It will never not be funny. It's so amazing. Wow. Okay, well that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Where does Time Mouse fit into all this?
Time Mouse was a laboratory mouse.
Yeah.
Also animated.
Yeah, of course.
Who escaped from their cage and swallowed an alarm clock, and now is unstuck in time and is constantly like going between timelines and different dimensions,
at will or just
multiverses,
kind of randomly?
Totally at random.
Oh, scary!
Like an alarm just goes off,
guy.
and then suddenly Time Mouse is whisked away.
Wow.
Okay. I have
ripe
a
for
Time Mouse
vision.
is also Time Mouse's name.
Time Mouse's legal name.
Yeah.
It's important to establish their name and then their legal name.
I have a vision. It just came to me. So it's
exciting.
late at night in an alley. Stiletto Bedlam. She's in the alley. She's smoking a cigarette.
Of course.
She just worked a shift. She made a ton of money because she is absolutely fantastic at her job.
Mm-hmm.
And she's wearing a pager. She gets a little beep and she looks at it, and it's her like boss from her home planet, and he's like, SOS, I need you to come here now. I don't know, something cooler than that.
No, that's the exact text of the page. SOS, I need you to come here now.
And she's like, ugh, fine. But then she hears what sounds like an alarm clock and some rustling deeper in the alley. She squints her eyes and she clicks her stilettos a few steps ahead, and she's like, hello? Is anyone there?
It's me, Time Mouse. I'm here.
That's when the tone of the episode of this show or romantic comedy just completely changes. It's been like really noir and cool.
That's exactly what I'm going for.
And then Time Mouse is like,
this is what I want this to be, is like a noir Adult Swim cartoon made by the people who did Tuca and Birdie.
Yeah, I mean, that's the vibe I got from the apartment.
Time Mouse wears a lab coat and has the shape of an alarm clock in their throat.
Yeah, that's good.
It's always just there.
I like that. Are they bigger?
It's like Tom and Jerry size proportions. Yeah, so good. Time Mouse is smaller.
And it's like Tom and Jerry in a lot of ways, I think.
Yeah, they're both animated and sentient.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the meet cute.
That's so cute.
Time Mouse is like,
Time Mouse is like,
Time Mouse.
It's me, Time Mouse.
It's me.
Yeah. And Time Mouse is always arriving very frazzled because they don't know how long they have.
They don't.
Exactly.
And so they may spend like 30 minutes in ancient Egypt and like 500 years in the distant year of 3000 AD.
I have a question about Time Mouse. Is this
CE?
Is this the first time that Time Mouse has, like, how many times has Time Mouse introduced themselves like this? Like, is that just always what they do? Like, they just go to a new place and they're like, all right, and then whenever someone is there, they're just like, it's me, Time Mouse.
Yeah.
Do they just say that just like to set the table? Because
Time Mouse has actually landed in universes where they're like world famous. So they just like don't know, and so they gauge the reaction of how people.
Like, do you know about me?
Time Mouse?
Time Mouse? Do you know?
And if they don't know, they're kind of relieved because it's like usually not good. Like because usually sometimes there's like
Time
a war criminal Time Mouse.
Oh shit!
Well, so in this situation,
you're right.
Her response is a slight narrowing of her eyes.
Ooh.
And then her pager beeps again, and she sighs and she says, "Come with me."
Yes.
That's the beginning of their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the energy right now to go into the plot details, but let's just say things get a little wild.
Yeah.
There's adventure, there's a little bit of danger, there's a mystery.
Oh wow.
And at the end of it, they are romantically involved, shall we say.
Wow.
Shall we say? We shall say.
We shall. We can. That's our job, actually, for this episode. Do we say, yes, they are romantically involved? Wow.
I didn't want to say in love. I intentionally didn't say in love.
No, maybe they're at the point where they haven't labeled it yet.
Yeah. Are they really capable of love?
In the season finale of this cartoon, I think they're just realizing how much they love each other, but then Time Mouse, the alarm goes off and Time Mouse vanishes.
Right. Mm-hmm. And Stiletto Bedlam, her eyes she kind of gets choked up for a second. And then she finishes the rest of her drink and says, "Isn't that always how it is?
Ain't that just the way?"
I should be a TV writer. I don't know what I am doing here in this life. This is just unbelievable.
But who would do the voice of Stiletto Bedlam in the cartoon?
Ooh, good question. Maybe Margot Robbie?
Margot Robbie's good.
Margot Robbie.
What about, I was going to say April Ledgate, but
Aubrey
Plaza would be good. I feel like she has the
that
vibe.
Would be good. That would bring a little bit more of the humor to the show for sure.
And also like she has a good deadpan.
That sultry kind of low. Yeah. Okay, that's also a good option. How about Time Mouse?
Time Mouse is Terry Gross.
In her first
without a question.
Yeah, with no question, Terry Gross. Terry Gross.
I am no longer. I can't I can't continue. That's it.
I love it. See, my favorite part about this show is how tonally inconsistent it is. Like, I think that's part of its appeal is that like there is legitimate chemistry between Time Mouse and Stiletto Bedlam, but they are basically illustrating different worlds. Like Time Mouse is this weird little chaotic Terri Gross with an alarm clock in their mouth.
Okay, I just have two really quick things to say.
Yeah.
One of them is that John Hodgman recently pointed out how it sounds like every time Terri Gross says fresh air, it sounds like she's so effing proud of the name Fresh Air.
This is fresh air.
And this is fresh air.
I came up with
like it has a little bit of a sparkle to it. Like she puts a little bit of, she's so psyched. So that's fun. And then also, fun fact, there is a person when you are giving birth that is in the hospital in the room while you are giving birth in case the baby like doesn't breathe when they come out or like is having trouble when they first come out. Yeah. So they are there for that purpose so that they can like help to resuscitate the baby. Okay. But that is all they're doing. And so they really just like stand in the corner of the room and like wait.
But they're ready.
And I was completely unaware of this happening, but we have a picture of ours. And Tanner was so psyched that our doula got a picture of her because she looks like Terri Gross. So we like to pretend that Terri Gross was like in the room when Edith was born, just like wearing a white coat and just sort of smiling.
Terri Gross is her guardian angel. Yeah.
Someday when she wants to go to the ball, Terri Gross will show up and mend her gown.
She was there to say, "Welcome to the world, Edith. This is fresh air.
This that you're breathing is fresh air." Wow, that would actually be a good welcome. Terri Gross with there. All right, hey, we're gonna do another one. That was a hit, and Adult Swim wants more because they're in
from
this
writing
romantic
team
comedies. Yeah, exactly. So, Mike, I want you to pick between weird names and strange god names.
Let's just go with weird names because I don't understand that category.
No, you will remember how this generator works when I start reading these names. These are the ones that like are iconic. Your choices are Emperor with teeth of steel and the fire harpoon.
Okay.
That's 1. 2, the sagely cute musician who oversees the Forbidden Swamp.
This is a lot.
This is a lot. Or 3, Metal Queen, draped in the drapery of silver days.
Oh, damn. Okay. I was kind of annoyed by the first two, but that one.
I think that's the only one I can even remember at this point, so I'm just going to go with
Metal Queen
draped in the drapery. Draped in the drapery of silver days.
Which is like a day plural, like multiple days.
Yeah, no, I figured that's what you meant.
Metal Queen draped in the drapery of silver days.
So and the other choice then is just Emily. Emily and the queen.
Well, I'm in.
Yeah. So let's go.
Wait, what was her first part? She's
Metal Queen.
I was thinking May Queen. I was like, no,
I mean, it could be.
She's from a Led Zeppelin song.
Okay, and Emily, I would like you to pick between a straight up monster name and a strange god name.
Strange god name.
Strange god name. Your options are King Spacehand, the Batfinder, or Grandmother Bloodeye.
King Spacefinder. Spacehand.
You can combine them if you want. King Spacefinder sounds cool too. It's King Spacehand.
No, that's better.
The Batfinder.
No, King Spacehand.
Okay, which is like
the Batfinder is like a piece of technology in the Batcave.
I'll bring my Batfinder, Robin. Okay, you want King Spacehand?
I do. Great. That's who I am.
Great. You are King Spacehand, and Mike is the Metal Queen, draped in the drapery of silver days. Well, you know. We got some royalty going on over here. Okay. Who are
King
you?
Spacehand.
Who's King Spacehand?
Divorcee. Divorcee? Do you call it?
Divorcee.
Divorcee. Whatever. He's divorced. No kids.
Uh-oh.
No, that's better if you're divorced, I think.
No, I just mean because he's a king. He probably wants an heir or something.
Oh, sure.
I don't know how kings work in space. Or if he just has a space hand, but he's a normal king. It's hard to know.
No, this is a space realm.
His hand is space.
I was going to say, like, his hand is space.
No, so he lives in space, but he is also in charge of the hand of space.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay, wait. One of my favorite things that has ever happened is a sight gag. So unfortunately, well, it's not called a sight gag, but a thing that Emily just did, which is during that pause, she did this thing with her hand that was like, I'm about to tell you something really cool. And then just said, I don't know. It was great. And I'm sorry you didn't get to see that, everyone.
Oh, me too.
King Spacehand rules over the hand of space, and even he's not sure what that means.
But he rules over it,
I think
definitely.
he knows, but let's just say he's been a bit distracted from his job lately. Because of his divorce and because
messy.
he just feels like he doesn't have any hobbies. You know, like he is successful in his career. He's respected. He had some great adventures in his 20s and 30s. And now he's 44.
Uh-oh.
And it feels like he spent so much time having fun that he didn't think about developing, you know, some other parts of his personality and some other interests that could get him through the tougher times.
Too much time having fun. That's a classic 44-year-old problem.
Having fun, being married to someone that he was not meant to be with, and being a great King Spacehand.
Really good at ruling the hand of space.
Did you say where King Spacehand lives?
It is in
Space.
like just floating or on a meteor
it's a let's just say it is where
let's just say
okay, can I just tell you what I'm picturing?
Yeah,
I don't have the right
Yeah,
words for it.
That's fine.
But it's like it's basically like, you know how when people are like making cartoons of what they think heaven is like, and it's like clouds and people like walk on them. Okay, so this is like that, but it's just like space.
Okay.
And it's like people like live in like clouds of gas and like on little like star clusters and stuff. Like King Spacehand is not
just up there
a human.
somewhere.
He's not even really an alien.
Wow, he's just
a
King
being,
Spacehand.
And I mean a god, right? That's what a strange god. Yes, he's a god. So that's where he lives. He lives in a community in space.
In a community. I definitely am, now that you described that, picturing 100% like, what was the time guy from Adventure Time where they went to his hot tub?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Camille
Nanjiani, but like
I can't think of his name.
I want to call him like Prismo. Kind of like Prismo, where it's just like he's just kind of out there, and you can go see him sometimes if you want. And he's just kind of floating around, I guess.
Yes, it is like that.
King Spacehand. He's just a deity that's out there that you can find, and he rules over the hand of space. Classic, as we all understand and know.
Recently divorced.
Yeah. Oh, that's messy. Cool. No, that makes sense. Who is the Metal Queen
draped in the drapery
of Silver Days?
Okay, Metal Queen draped in the drapery of Silver Days is the goddess of all heavy metal music.
Nice, that's important.
In the universe.
Wow.
And she rides her metal chariot through the clouds of space to planets inspiring different heavy metal musicians of all alien and all life. I guess there's no sense in calling alien life alien if you're not from a specific planet.
Right, it's just life.
And she's just exists like as a goddess. Like she doesn't live in like the mortal realm, but she like comes into the mortal realm to like help people write heavy metal songs.
Is it like a muse relationship, or does she actually sit down with them and help produce songs?
She kind of is like decides who will be her emissaries.
Oh, cool.
And like she's like she's no muse.
Okay.
She just comes down and kind of like rains like metal lightning down on someone while they're sleeping, and then they wake up and they're like, I'm gonna do heavy metal.
Oh, she chooses them.
If they die, then she knows they weren't worthy.
Right, then they weren't worthy. Yeah, no, that's a good way to find out.
Yeah. So she lives in the realm of gods, and she rides her chariot around. It is pulled by lightning dogs.
Yeah, we know those.
And it's pretty cool.
And honestly, that sounds pretty cool. She sounds
draped in the drapery of Silver Days just means that she has gray hair, and that's a really cool heavy metal way of saying that.
Damn.
That's true. Yeah, I'm draped in the drapery of Silver Days. No, that rules. Actually, that's really cool.
Yikes! I am into this.
Again, we could still put it on the table that it's just you getting to date the Metal Queen draped in the drapery of Silver Days.
No, it's okay. I'll just write some fanfic.
Yeah.
I think.
Let's just make them kiss right now.
I think that yes. I think this is simple. I think they are both ready for a partner, and they are at the cool
big space party.
Space bar.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
neither of them ever wanted to meet someone at a bar. Ew. Like they were like, this is not our vibe. Like we want to meet someone like out in the world. But there they are. They bump elbows at the bar.
What's their drink orders?
That's what I need to know.
King Spacehand is going to do a gin and tonic with a lime and lemon.
And I think
just a whole lime and a
Metal
whole
Queen
lime.
drinks the most metal of drinks, just straight up Fireball.
Yeah, it's Fireball.
Fireball whiskey.
Like cocaine.
So like,
With
yeah,
cocaine chaser.
it's a simple love story. They meet, they chat, they laugh, they cry.
Oh, wow, intimate.
At the bar, all of it.
All at the bar. They are there for
They're there for a
several
while.
years.
Years.
But
Oh, it's a
they're
space
like
bar.
godlike figures.
Right,
so.
right. I mean, 7 years.
They probably
8
have to
years,
drink a
it's
lot
nothing.
to get drunk too.
Also, when you exist like
Gods.
outside of the universe, a year would make no
whatever.
sense. So it's
Right,
just
so
like,
they're there for a long time.
Yes.
yeah, they're there
Yeah.
a really good amount of time.
A good amount. A nice amount.
And the hand of space and heavy metal everywhere is better for their love.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are they together for a while, or do you think that it's just like we needed a partner for a while and now we're going our separate ways?
I think they are together for all eternity.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
And the universe actually ends the first time they have sex.
That's it.
Like they have sex and it ends the universe.
Or what if that was
and
the-
they are involved in the creation of the next
I was
universe.
going to say that's the Big Bang.
Oh.
Exactly. It's the Big
Dang.
Bang for the next universe.
This isn't your grandma's Big Bang.
Oh,
And then
boy.
Sheldon is there too. He comes. He's there.
Who's there?
Sheldon, young Sheldon. He's there.
No. Why did you gotta bring him up?
You ruined
this
it.
beautiful cosmic love.
Oh, great.
Oh, dang.
Good job, everyone.
Guys,
we
that
did
was
a thing.
really good.
We did a thing.
I feel
Really
so
nice.
We
proud.
did so many things.
Thank you, David, for taking us
Hey.
on the journey.
Yeah, no, I mean, those
Great.
generators are fun to mine through.
You can get home to your family.
Yeah. Well, before you all leave me this evening and us, I have one final question for you. No questions asked. Don't talk about it afterwards. I'm just gonna give you a choice between who you'd rather date. I'm gonna give you two names, and you're gonna take a choice. Your options are Alan the Unholy or Quadruple Jeremy.
Quadruple Jeremy.
Quadruple Jeremy.
Quadruple Jeremy for sure.
Damn.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you later. Peace.
I'm marching, cause I'm gonna
Theme music by Jaden James and the Hunger. Logo by Christian Hagen. Edited by David Gucci. If you want more of our hypothetical content, join our Facebook group or like our posts on Twitter or Instagram or give us some stars and a review on iTunes or wherever the heck you get your podcasts.
Dollar Tree is your friend.
Dollar Tree is your friend. Dollar General is not your friend.